Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We've just wrapped up a 5-night stay at the stunning Impression Moxche, and now it's time to break it all down. Just to be clear, we paid for our entire trip ourselves. This review is 100% honest, with no discounts or freebies influencing our opinions. We came, we explored, but the big question is, were we truly impressed? Well, you guys are about to find out. In today's video, we're diving deep into several key categories: the location, grounds and layout, the rooms, the beach and pools, amenities and service, food, drinks, and entertainment, and of course, we'll give you guys our honest verdict. Does this 5-star, 5-diamond resort truly live up to the hype, or is it just another Insta-worthy spot that falls short? So without further delay, let's dive right in. Let's kick things off with the location. Impression Moxche is located in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, about 45 minutes from the Cancun International Airport. Personally, I prefer to keep the drive under an hour when I'm on vacation, so this was perfect. The journey to the resort is mostly a straightforward drive along a long road, and the resort itself is nestled within a gated community, which I always appreciate for that extra layer of security. We're giving the location a solid 9 out of 10. What I really liked is that the resort is set quite a distance from the main entrance, giving it a nice, secluded, peaceful vibe. However, a quick heads up, depending on the time of day, traffic can be a factor when traveling to and from the airport. On our way back, there was an accident along the route, and our driver had to make some detours to make sure we made it to the airport and our flight on time. This brings me to my next recommendation. Always pre-book your car service, guys. It just takes the stress out of the equation. I personally use Travicons when traveling to Cancun. They've always been reliable. Their cars are clean, the drivers are professional, and they're always on time, which gives you peace of mind. Next up, let's talk about the grounds and layout. If I had to describe this resort in one word, it's stunning. It truly feels like a tropical paradise, surrounded by lush greenery and vibrant plants. The atmosphere is peaceful and serene, and honestly, no camera can truly capture how beautiful this place is, guys. You really have to see it in person to appreciate it. While walking the grounds here, you can tell that the designer put a lot of thought into the layout. Even the way the Impression building is positioned, tucked away on the side for that ultimate sense of exclusivity from the rest of Secrets Moxche, it's a really nice touch. And when the sun sets here, the resort comes to life with gorgeous lighting and live music creating that perfect romantic ambiance. Navigating the grounds is a breeze. There is plenty of signs around the resort to point you in the right direction, and most of the restaurants are located on the ground level in a single row, with the exception of Sea Soul, which is closest to the beach. Now, if I had to point out one downside, it would be the cobblestone pavement. While it adds a charming aesthetic, it can be tricky to walk on since it's uneven in some spots. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend this resort for anyone with mobility issues, whether you're using a wheelchair or otherwise. It could be a bit of a struggle to get around. And ladies, do yourself a favor and leave those heels at home. I saw several women having difficulty walking on these paths. Overall, I'm giving this category an 8 out of 10. The grounds are absolutely beautiful and easy to navigate for the most part, but that uneven pavement can be a real challenge, especially after a few drinks. All jokes aside, this is a great medium-sized resort with everything within walking distance, making for a very convenient stay. Up next, let's talk about the rooms. Now, this one's a bit tricky to grade because unfortunately we had to switch rooms mid-stay due to the resort being overbooked. Upon check-in, we did not receive the room type we originally booked. Our first room had a few maintenance issues, including an AC that wasn't working properly, a ceiling fan that kept turning off, and a tub that wasn't cleaned very well. We spent our first day of our vacation addressing these issues to ensure we be comfortable for the next 2 nights until we were moved to the correct room. Once we got into our new room, it was a lot more comfortable. It felt cleaner, and after a quick adjustment to the AC by the maintenance staff, yet again, we were much more at ease. Although that bed, guys, it's a lot more firmer than we prefer. We really appreciated the luxury amenities like the Le Labo bath products and the mini bar that was fully stocked with everything we needed. We also had a great view of the lush greenery and a partial ocean view, which was very relaxing. Despite the improvements in our second room, I'm giving this category a 6 out of 10. The resort should never be overbooking rooms. Guests should always get the rooms they've booked and paid for, in my opinion. Also, it's unacceptable to have to rely on maintenance to adjust your AC. In a tropical climate like this, where it can get extremely hot, guests should be able to control their own room temperature without wasting precious vacation time waiting for someone else to handle it. If you'd like to see a full tour of this ocean view room or check out any of the other rooms we experienced during our stay, make sure to head over to our channel page. Now, this next category is really important to us because, let's be honest, we spend a lot of our time here while on vacation, the beach and pools. Let's start with the Impression side. The Impression rooftop pool was an absolute highlight. I've never had a chance to experience a rooftop pool before, and it truly took our resort experience to the next level. The views were incredible, and we loved that there was staff circulating to take food and drink orders from the poolside restaurant Cielo. It was a great touch. The main pool on the Impression side, though, seemed to be one of the least utilized spaces at the resort, which honestly worked in our favor. It made for a super relaxing and quiet experience. The view from this pool was amazing, and it was a nice spot to hang out after the rooftop pool got crowded in the afternoon. There's also a pool just below at Seaside, and it offered true beachfront views, and it was just as peaceful and never really crowded. That being said, there were a couple of things that could have made the pool experience better. First, the resort really needs to invest in cleaning the chair cushions at the rooftop pool. They just aren't in the best shape. Also, we noticed the pools could have been cleaned more regularly across both Impression Moxche and Secrets Moxche. It's something that stood out at both resorts. And honestly, we wish the pools were heated. Our stay was in early November, and I can only imagine how chilly they get in the winter months. Moving over to the Secrets Moxche side, the pools here are equally as impressive. There's a great amount of options to choose from, shallow pools to cenote-style pools, and even a preferred rooftop pool. In our opinion, the preferred rooftop pool was the standout. It had the best views, the best lounge chairs, the perfect pool temperature, and excellent service. But we'll get into the resort's service in more detail later on. As for the beaches at both Impression and Secrets Moxche, they were clean, well kept, and offered plenty of seating with umbrellas. We liked how close they were to the pool areas, making it easy to switch from one to the other. However, I will say that the water wasn't that iconic turquoise blue you often see at other Cancun resorts, and there was a red flag posted for the entire duration of our stay, meaning it wasn't the best for swimming. But if you're the type who enjoys just lounging by the water, it's a perfectly fine spot for you. Overall, we're giving this category a solid 7 out of 10. The amount of pools and the views made for a great experience, offering a poolside vibe for everyone. However, considering the price point of this resort, my expectations are high and everything should be spotless and well maintained. We shouldn't have to deal with dirty pool cushions or see mysterious green slime in the pools. Like, come on, this is supposed to be a luxury resort. Let's dive into amenities and service. And let me tell you, this resort has a ton to offer. First off, the 24-hour coffee shop is a game changer. We couldn't get enough of their decadent lattes, delicious ice cream, and mouth-watering pastries. Then there's the sports bar, such a vibe for kicking back, relaxing, and catching the game. And don't even get me started on the spa, which featured an incredible hydrotherapy circuit. Oh, and for the nightlife lovers out there, there's even a speakeasy nightclub, but there's a twist. You need the secret password to get in. What we loved most about this resort is that you can truly tailor your experience. Whether you want to be on the go or just chill, it's all up to you. However, there was one downside. From time to time, the resort closed off key venues for private events and weddings, which definitely threw a wrench in our plans. For example, the seaside restaurant at Impressions was closed for several days, so we never got to experience dinner there, and they even closed the sports bar and speakeasy on occasion. And in my opinion, if they had designated areas for these events, it would be much less disruptive to other guests. Now let's talk service. Unfortunately, it was a bit hit or miss. At some of the Secrets Moxche restaurants, drink service was painfully slow. And if you're thinking, well, maybe the drink service at Impression is better, nope, that wasn't always the case either. We're talking 30 minutes plus for a drink at the Impression rooftop pool. But not all was lost. Our favorite bar was the Impression lobby bar. Truly attentive service there with fabulous drink quality. There were also some staff members who really stood out to us and went above and beyond. A big shout out to Orlando, who made some special drinks for us at Cielo, and the team at the preferred rooftop pool at Secrets Moxche. Their service was truly top notch. They even cleaned my brother's sunglasses, which really impressed us. One thing to note is that when you stay at Impression Moxche, you get butler service, which is basically your personal point of contact for things like dinner reservations at the hibachi restaurant or stocking your mini bar with your preferred beverages. While this sounds great, we didn't find it super essential, but maybe we're just independent travelers. Overall, we're giving this category a 7 out of 10. The resort offers some fantastic amenities, but the closures for private events were definitely a letdown. And while there were some standout staff members who made our stays special, service could be inconsistent depending on where you were. Now let's talk about something that's a big deal for us: food, drinks, and entertainment. If you've watched any of our videos, you know that Mo and I do not take our vacation dining experiences lightly. And trust me when I say the food at Impression Moxche impressed us. No pun intended, we truly mean it. We didn't have a single meal here that did not blow us away. The restaurants at Impression, Cielo, and Seaside were standout spots, serving up our favorite meals of the entire trip. Mo couldn't get enough of those smash burgers at Cielo for lunch, and I was obsessed with the grilled shrimp and shrimp tacos. Everything was packed with bold, incredible flavors. Now, Seaside, hands down, took the crown for best breakfast. Their French toast was absolute perfection. One of the best parts about staying at Impression Moxche is that you get access to all of the amazing dining options at Secrets Moxche too. And let me tell you, they've got some top-notch spots over there, like Ember and Bisou, the French restaurant. Ember's ribeye steaks were so tender, and that smoky wood flavor, unbelievable. While Seaside was our go-to for breakfast at Impressions, you cannot forget about Market Cafe on the Secrets Moxche side. Their breakfast buffet is a whole vibe with tons of made-to-order stations for everything from omelets and waffles to tacos, quesadillas, avocado toast, and even poke bowls. And if you're still hungry late night, Secrets Moxche has you covered with taco carts and a marquesita stand. Those things were perfect for dessert. It's safe to say we love the food here. Now on to the drinks. We did notice some inconsistencies here. You could order the same cocktail multiple times and it would taste different almost every single time. That being said, the drinks at Impression Moxche were overall better than at Secrets Moxche, probably because they use premium liquor. The only place where I liked the drinks on the Secrets Moxche side was the preferred rooftop pool. I could sip on those Saint Germain spritzes all day long. Let's move on to entertainment. One thing I really appreciated was the live music playing from the Bamboo restaurant almost every evening. It was such a nice touch to stroll the grounds by the pool and hear the music in the background. My absolute favorite show, though, was the fire show. It was stunning, breathtaking, all the above. Those performers were so talented. I also like that the resort has an indoor theater for the shows, making it easy to enjoy the performances in the comfort of air conditioning. Honestly, I wasn't too fond of the singing parts of the shows, but the acrobatics were absolutely incredible. So when it comes to the food and entertainment, I'm giving this category a solid 9 out of 10. Impression Moxche and Secrets Moxche really deliver hands down the best food of any all-inclusive resort we've visited so far. As for the drinks, they were hit or miss, so if you're someone who really enjoys a great cocktail on vacation, maybe manage your expectations a bit so you're not too disappointed. We had an absolute incredible time at Impression Moxche, and honestly, we'd love to come back in the future. In fact, I even suggested to Mo that we try the Secrets Moxche side next time, and his response was, "For what?" That pretty much sums up how much we loved it here, and for Mo, it's gonna be Impression or nothing. This resort truly lives up to the hype and has quickly become one of our all-time favorite all-inclusive spots. Whether you're looking to unwind and relax or enjoy a lively atmosphere, Impression Moxche delivers on all fronts, guys. It truly spoiled us, and I have a feeling it's going to be tough for any other resort to top this experience. We've got so many exciting trips lined up for 2025, and you won't want to miss a moment of the adventure. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can join us as we explore new places and take on the challenge of finding a resort that can top Impression Moxche. Although I'm starting to think it might be impossible. But hey guys, you never know. Until next time.